Hi there and welcome to week 8. This video is going to go over some of the announcements for this week, some events that are happening on campus, and also what's going on online this week. So I thought I would make the video and maybe a series of videos to help us use our time in class more wisely, because I do spend a good amount of time going over announcements and then talking about the discussions for the week. And so this is a better use of our time. So what's happening this week is twofold. We're finishing up our reading responses from last week with Martin Luther King Jr.'s Letter from Birmingham Jail and Taylor Swift's Calm Down video. We're going to be looking closely at these two texts in class together this week. So you'll have lots of material for when you have to turn in your 2 reading responses at the end of this week. So you're welcome to wait until after class, or you can go ahead and get started on those 2-page responses. You're more than welcome to use any of the stuff that you posted last week on the discussion boards. You can cut and paste that into your Word document for your 2-pager and just slowly develop your ideas. Or you can start on a whole new thread of ideas. It's entirely up to you. But that's those are the 2 assignment folders. So before I jump into what's happening this week with the 2 discussions and the very exciting Book of Joy, I'm just going to go over a few reminders of things that are extra credit and ways you can earn or add up your 4 hours of outside work for the class. So as you guys already know, on the home page, there's a list of ways you can work towards your 4 hours. I'm also open to other ways that you can work towards your 4 hours if you have any ideas, events, or things going on campus. These are just some of them. There's a whole new series of videos. If you click on that link, another instructor who teaches English at VC has made a series of videos which are super useful in terms of different aspects of writing, whether it's comma usage or writing an introduction, all those things that writers want to get better at. There's a series of videos. Also, I mentioned before, the health survey has gone out. It will close, I think, October 15th. It's super important if you want to help the school out for you to take that survey. The health survey, I already mentioned in class, is for gathering information regarding the kind of services that you want to be offered through the health center. And so the survey is pinpointing those specific needs of students. Again, it's a 30-minute survey, and you can put it on your log of outside hours. Another opportunity, which is a newer one, is a 20-minute video on Clueless, the movie Clueless, as it relates to the rhetorical triangle or the rhetorical framework. The assignment directions for this particular opportunity are listed here on the homepage if you're interested. It's a very unique spin on that movie and a really cool analysis, so I encourage you to check that out. Also, something that's not listed on here yet is next week is the week of action at Ventura College. We are honoring our DACA and our DREAM students. Those are students who are not residents of the United States, who are students in our colleges, our UCs, our CSUs, and our community colleges. And so the week of action, the week of action is a whole entire series of scheduled events that are going to be going on next week. And so I will give you more information about those later.
Yeah, we will.
So this is the first time that Ventura College has actually created an action week that's dedicated fully to DACA and Dreamers in a really established way. It's supported by our district chancellor's office because it's very important to acknowledge and honor our I said not residents, but what I actually meant to say was not legal citizens of the United States. So students who, DACA is deferred action for childhood arrival. So it's students who came to the United States when they were younger. I think the law is under 16 in order for them to be DACA students. So there's a whole history of DACA and Dreamers in California, if you want to look up the legislation on that. But basically, California has said that we are going to support California higher institutions of learning, universities, community colleges have said we are going to support Dreamers. And so starting October 12th at Ventura College is the week of action. You will see a schedule go out. You'll probably get an email about it, and it will be listed on your Canvas homepage. You'll see the information for that. But again, it's a really great opportunity for you to support DACA and Dreamer students. You'll notice mariposas all over the place as a symbol for migration and to embrace the idea that migration is beautiful. So that's a little bit on what's happening for the week of action. If anyone's interested in those events, you're more than welcome to use that towards your 4 hours. If you talk about it with me and we find a way that we can incorporate it into the 4 hours. So as far as what's happening, week 8 discussions, we've got 2 of them, and they are both addressing the Book of Joy, which I'm super excited to share with you and to talk about with you. It is the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu, and it is the book was written in response to the 5 days that these 2 gentlemen spent together. The editor or the compiler or creator of the book is Douglas Abrams, and we will learn more about all 3 of these gentlemen this week. So the first discussion is our introduction to the Book of Joy. I'm planning on watching the 2 shorter videos with you in class this week. They're both about a minute and a half, and then there's a longer 7-minute video on here. So for this discussion, you're just being kind of ushered into the universe of the Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu, and I'm starting to understand the rhetoric of these 2 gentlemen, the lives of these 2 gentlemen, the dedication over decades of these 2 men towards the quest for peace in our world. And so this book is really just talking about it's talking about joy, our obstacles to joy in this chaotic world, and it's offering a path towards cultivating joy in your life and then being able to take that joy and then spread it with others whom you love and spread it with others in your own work. And so for this discussion, we're watching the videos, we're taking notes in our journal on the Book of Joy, the introduction up through page 26. And so that's Roman numeral pages 9 through 26. You're reading through that and you're taking notes. You can cluster it like we do in class, where you have that central idea and you branch off with ideas. So quotes, ideological frameworks or ideas, big ways of thinking, concepts that stand out to you. Like, for example, if you see the word loving kindness, you can circle that or put that in your cluster, and you can kind of research the entire kind of idea behind loving kindness. It's a huge way of thinking. It's a whole meditation practice. But again, in your journal, you're just taking notes to capture the ideas and the things that you're reading. You're going from the physical reading to the actual physical act of writing. So it's a very important stage for you as a writer, for you as a thinker, to help imprint ideas and information. So that's what you're doing for this discussion. You're going to hop on the discussion and you're going to pull a golden line from the section or something that you found interesting from the book section. And then you're going to explain what it means and why you picked it and how it relates to the world today. You can even talk about your thoughts about the introduction of this book, your thoughts about some of the ideas that are found in the videos. 2 of those videos are actual chunks that are represented in the book. So they're video captures of those 5 days that the Dalai Lama and the Desmond Tutu were together that are captured in the book. So you get to see actual video footage of that. So you're more than welcome to share that in your post. Don't forget to read and respond to other classmates, at least one in a fully developed, thoughtful paragraph. Remember, this is a discussion, so you want to share your ideas and engage in building on ideas with one another, just like you would if you were talking to one another face to face. The other discussion is the first kind of chapter, or the first chunk. It's the first day of the book, the first day of the Dalai Lama and Tutu together. And so it's pages 27 through 78. There's 2 different things happening in this discussion. There's that chunk of the reading, which you're going to read and capture in your journal in whatever way you would like in writing. And the other feature of this discussion is a 15-minute BBC video, an interview with the Dalai Lama. And so for the discussion, after you've watched the video and read that section and taken good notes in your journal, you're going to post to the discussion board here. So this is a very meaty description of what's going to happen. There's 2 paragraphs. The first paragraph is in response to the video. So your thoughts about the interview, you can talk about something that you found surprising or interesting, and you're going to develop that into paragraph. Part of what I'm looking for here is your ability to cite a quote from the actual interview here in your post, your 1-paragraph post. And the other paragraph is you're going to do the same thing, but with the book, with day 1. You're going to pull a line or a quote from the book, and you're going to talk about that here. And you're going to cite it in proper MLA format. So again, 2 paragraphs for this post. Don't forget to be sure to read another classmate's post and respond thoughtfully in a paragraph. That's what's happening for the discussions for this week. Enjoy your time starting with the Book of Joy, and have fun. Fanny, any other last words?
I do. Bye-bye, sucker! Loser!
Whoa. You're supposed to say, see you later, friend.
See you later!
Okay, we're going to try that again.
My girlfriend.
You're going to say, bye.
Bye, babe.
Bye, babe.